What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost and GeeksGamers.com, and even though EA no longer has the exclusive rights to make Star Wars games because their contract with Lucasfilm did finally expire, it's open up to everyone now. That doesn't mean that EA is going to stop. As unfortunate as that might be for some people, one thing that a lot of people are looking forward to is Jedi Fallen Order 2. We finally got an official announcement from EA about that game, and not only that, we found out that Respawn's actually working on two other Star Wars games at the same time. Take a look at this. EA confirms that Respawn Entertainment will work on new Star Wars titles. The next Star Wars Jedi game, the new Star Wars FPS game, and a new Star Wars strategy game. So obviously we knew that a Jedi Fallen Order 2 in some way, shape, or form was going to be coming from Respawn. You don't have something as successful and as well received as that and not look to do a sequel. But these other games were what people were really interested in. That's a surprise to a lot of people. Let's look through the announcement from EA. Upcoming titles include the next game in the Star Wars Jedi franchise, a new Star Wars FPS from Peter Hirschman. We're very interested in that, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. And a strategy game via a publishing collaboration between Respawn and Bit Reactor. Now, when it comes to Bit Reactor, you might not have heard of that because it was actually only formed a few days ago. This is 2 days ago now. XCOM developers form a new studio, Bit Reactor. So all the lead creative guys who made XCOM formed their own little studio, Bit Reactor. They're going to be working with Respawn in this strategy game. So if you like XCOM, that's kind of what you can imagine, I suppose, or what everyone's going to imagine it's going to be for a Star Wars strategy game. But let's continue. Electronic Arts and Lucasfilm Games are joining forces to continue delivering all new world-class gaming experiences set within the beloved Star Wars galaxy. Respawn Entertainment, best known for their work with Apex Legends, Titanfall, and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, is leading in development and production of these new projects. Vince Zampella, Group GM and founder of Respawn, will oversee the new phases of EA's relationship with Lucasfilm. Game director Stig Asmussen and his team at the studio are already working on the next game in the action-adventure Star Wars Jedi series and are joined by two new teams working to deliver additional unique Star Wars gameplay experiences. Leading the development of Respawn's all-new Star Wars first-person shooter game is Peter Hirschman, game director at Respawn, who has a long accomplished history with the Star Wars franchise. And that's kind of what I want to focus on for the rest of this, because we know what a new Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order type of game is going to be like. A strategy game, we kind of have an understanding of that. But what's this first-person shooter that Respawn's developing, and who is Peter Hirschman? Well, I wanted you to read this. Working with Lucasfilm Games on a new FPS in the Star Wars galaxy is a dream come true for me, as this is a story I've always wanted to tell, said Peter Hirschman, game director at Respawn. Peter previously worked as VP of Development at LucasArts, yes, LucasArts, and was executive producer on the original Star Wars Battlefront games. They don't mean the ones from a couple years ago, they mean the ones from, 2005 era. Those are the ones we're talking about, the ones that people actually liked. And not only those games, but pretty much from what I can tell, Peter Hirschman was involved in a ton of Star Wars games between 2004 and on at LucasArts, back when LucasArts was a real thing. So the fact that Peter Hirschman's involved in this, I think, is a positive for sure. Someone who knows what LucasArts used to be and what Star Wars games used to be and can potentially capture that going forward. A first-person shooter, does that mean we're going to get a kind of another Battlefront game? Does that mean it's going to be something uniquely story-driven but an FPS? I don't know. No one really has any details on that. But I do know they're developing an FPS. I do know Peter Hirschman, who has a lot of history with Star Wars games back when they were actually good, is going to be working on this. So I think that's a positive overall. Now with Star Wars being open for everyone, we're going to be seeing Ubisoft do something. We're going to be seeing everybody, I think, at some point throw the hat in the ring and try to do a Star Wars game. I think that's a positive overall. I don't like Lucasfilm. I don't like Disney Star Wars, and I don't like a lot of these big corporations, but the idea of getting it back to the day where you used to be doing a ton of Star Wars content, all sorts of different games. You got a lot of content. Not all of it was good. Some of it was terrible. But that's the era where you had a ton of great classic Star Wars games that were made because so many people were trying to be creative in the way they went about it. But we'll see what happens with Respawn and the future of Star Wars at EA. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you excited for a Jedi Fallen Order 2 or something in that vein? Are you excited for a strategy strategy game? Are you excited for a Star Wars FPS from someone who has a history working with LucasArts? Let me know in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.